This was your first visit, right?
Yes.
You've never really, you told me you went to UCF a couple years ago, like on a bus tour or something. So
Yes.
was this like your first real visit here?
Yes.
So how did it go? How did you like it?
I mean, it was wonderful. I loved it here. It was a great experience, you know. To hang out with the coaches, to hang out with the players on the team. It was just a fun experience to have. And it was just cool to just hang around everyone. It was just cool to just be with the coaches. It was just all around just a good time.
Awesome.
Well, who was your player host? And what was that kind of like hanging out with some players?
My player host was Cheetos. His nickname, we called him Cheetos, and then Aiden. Yeah, we had them, and then it was just fun to hang around them, to see them. To see college players that play the same position as me, and then just hang around them. And he was just teaching me stuff that I could do to help me grow as a person, as a player. I was watching it, like how he carried himself, like just in the community, and how he just walks, and how people just notices that he's on the football team. It's just the way they carry themselves. It was just fun to see that.
So what did you guys kind of do this weekend? Obviously, tour around the school. Did you do some fun stuff, activities? What were some of the fun things you did?
Well, some of the fun things we did, we ended up going to Talk Golf with all the coaches and Coach Malzahn. We all played golf. It was actually my first time playing golf, so it was.
How did you do? How did you do? Did you kind of learn what to do, or?
Yeah, it was a learning experience. My first couple, my first 5 times, I didn't hit anything, and then I had to notice that I had the right clutch. I'm left-handed, so I had to get my lefty, and I started hitting a couple things.
So you kind of have the opportunity to talk with Coach Malzahn. What was it kind of like hanging out with Coach Gus?
Well, it was kind of surprising to me. He's actually a great coach. He was, I was thinking something different, and I didn't know that he was that tall. He was kind of tall. I always thought that he was short, because seeing him on TV by like Cam Newton and stuff like that, you would think he's short, but he's actually tall. It was just fun to hang around him. He's a good person. I went to his house this morning to eat breakfast. He welcomed everyone with open arms, and it was just lovely there.
Speaking of breakfast, everyone always talks about the food you eat on visits. So what was the food like this weekend? What are some of the good things you ate?
Some of the good things I ate was when I came Friday, I had wings, and I think at Talk Golf we had burgers, we had chicken tenders. Some of the breakfast that we had, they had a chef that was personally making the omelets. Had an omelet, and what else I ate? I really think that's it. It was just
lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you kind of think of UCF? Like, what did you have? Not your first time, but what was kind of? What do you think about UCF overall? What stands out to you about the program?
Really, what stands out about UCF? The city. Coming into Orlando, I learned a lot of things about like it's no NFL team here. Like UCF is like the NFL team basically, and it's just it's a lot of support around it, and I learned that it's actually a lot of opportunities out here too, with having Disney in here, and then with Disney owning ESPN, is like it's a lot of opportunities and stuff that you could get coming to UCF, and just like they say, like UCF is literally going to be the future of college football, and it's going to be big.
How'd you like Coach Han and kind of getting to know him face to face, and kind of, I'm sure he maybe teaching you some stuff. What was that like this weekend?
Coach Han, I mean, he's a great guy. He's a great coach. I learned some of his background, some of the players that he coached, and really just like one of the funnest facts that I learned is that Coach Han, he knows how to cook. And he was actually on he was actually on a TV show, and he came second place in cooking, and he was just telling me how he could throw down a brisket, and I think one day I'm gonna have to try that out.
That they talked about, like, if you were to come to UCF, like what kind of role you'd have, or where they see you fitting in, or did you compare you to anyone, or did they kind of talk about that with you, whether it was today or in previous weeks, or is it tackle? That's kind of
really not really. Really, what I was just telling Coach Han, where I'm a versatile guy, so wherever I could fit on the field, that's why I want to play. So even if it's tackle or guard, I want to play that. So wherever I could do to get on the field.
So what was your favorite part about this weekend? Thinking about the last 3 days, like what was your favorite part of the visit?
Favorite part of the visit, I think it would be either to Talk Golf, or either I think it would be breakfast today at Coach Malzahn's house.
Okay, that sounds cool and everything. So where do things kind of stand with you? Are you taking any other visits? Are you thinking about a time frame for a decision? Like what's kind of next in your recruitment?
Really, I really don't know. I do not have any official visits planned as of right now, and I'm really just playing it ear by ear right now.
What are some other schools that are interested in you, kind of pushing real hard, talking with you?
You know, the schools that offer me, like Tulane, FAU, I could say like Alabama State and stuff like that. It's just the schools that offer me, and really, I'm just just going to play it ear by ear.
UCF's going to the Big 12 next year.
Yes.
A lot of exciting things happening around the program. Like, did they talk about that? I mean, how exciting is that if you were to come here, that you could be part of the first team that plays in the Big 12?
I mean, that's a huge impact, of going to the Big 12. Coach Han, he had briefly talked about it before. He knows how to win in the Big 12 because he was there when Texas was there, and he's just he knows the league. So he said that he's gonna I'm pretty sure they're gonna do good because he knows it. He knows what it takes to win.
So is UCF, are they kind of the team to beat right now? Are they maybe a top school, or where would you kind of rank UCF right now?
I'll say that UCF is the team to beat right now.
So what's kind of the best part about the program? When you think about everything, all the opportunities here, like what stands out the most to you about UCF?
What stands out the most? I keep saying it because I actually love the coaching staff here, but the coaching staff, the players, just the city in general too. It's a beautiful city. I went downtown with a couple of players. We walked around like the strips or whatever, and we saw everything. It's a beautiful city. And then like the facilities and stuff. I saw the weight room. I could say that out of UCF and where else I've been, FSU. I mean, UCF is pretty big, and I see that they want to work there. It's gonna be big.
So how long you've been playing the O-line? You've been playing most of your high school career. Were you an O-lineman before you got to high school?
Yes, I was an O-lineman. I was an O-lineman before I came to high school. It started off in Little League around like 9 and 10.
Okay. So when did you get your first offer?
I got my first offer. I believe it was in February of this off season.
Okay. So that obviously been a goal of yours to go to college on a scholarship. How exciting has it been now that the opportunities have started to come in for you?
It's been really big, and I mean, it's been amazing to just realize that someone is offering you a scholarship, and it's like you're going to be debt free. All you have to do is just continue to do your work, and football's going to lead you to a better education. My coach, he always explains to us like even though these opportunities are coming, but he still wants us to be humble, and he still wants us to be be just great men about it, because something might happen tomorrow where those opportunities might leave. So I'm forever humble, and I'm appreciative of all the opportunities I have.
Cool. Great stuff, man. Appreciate it. Awesome interview.